Some people face the truth with regret. These 5 showed up with cold hearts and empty apologies. Remorse was never on the menu. These are the top 5 predators who looked me in the eye and felt nothing.
Are you Chris Hansen?
I am Chris Hansen.
You're still doing the show?
Yes, and you're on it right now.
Number 5. With him now on his way, I take a few moments to copy the text chats as the decoy gets into position. She heads out to greet him as he saunters up the steps and into the house where I'm watching and waiting.
How was the drive?
Fucking shitty, man. You got behind some guy that was going like 20 miles an hour and shit.
I was wondering what was taking you so long. I'm gonna run upstairs and grab my bong really fast. I'll be right back, okay?
Right.
Okay.
But there's no ball, just me.
What do we got here?
Oh, man.
How you doing?
Good.
What'd y'all bring?
There's some weight.
Some weight.
Hey.
What brought you here tonight?
She said she wanted to smoke.
She wanted to smoke. And who is she?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, I just met her online.
You just met her online.
Okay.
And what was your plan here for tonight, Jeremy?
Just smoke.
Smoke?
Yeah.
Sex?
I mean, she said she...
She said she would have sex with you.
Well, I don't know. Her thing says 1900.
Well, everybody has to say 19 to get on the platform, but she told you she was 15.
I don't know, man. I'm not... Are you a cop or what?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and deal with
Well,
this shit, so I got...
You're not going to sit here and deal with it? You drive an hour?
Yeah,
you
she lied
bring
to me
weed.
and said she was 19.
No. I've
Yeah,
seen the transcripts, Jeremy, so you can
Okay,
try
she-
to jerk me around here, but it's
Her
not going to
thing
go well.
says she's 19 on her thing. I'm assuming you have to have an ID to make a fucking sex website.
What
right?
did she tell you? What age did she tell you, Jeremy?
She said she was 19 on her thing.
What did she tell you in the conversation? She said 15, right?
Okay.
Okay. So what made you think it was okay to drive an hour, bring weed and alcohol to a 15-year-old girl after a sexually charged conversation?
I didn't know she was 15.
Okay, we can go round and round, but she told you. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids?
2.
2. And where are your children tonight?
My kids, one's at a friend's house and the other one's at home.
One's at home, and how old are your children?
I got one's 14 and one's 16.
One's 14 and one's 16. So you left your 16-year-old child home alone.
She's 16.
Right. But you left her home alone so you could come here to meet a 15-year-old for sex. You want to just hold tight here, man, Jeremy. There's something you need to know before you go. Just sit.
Well, I don't need to know everything.
Jeremy, I'm Chris Hansen, and I do stories on men. Jeremy, you shouldn't leave. These gentlemen want to talk to you.
Put your hands back. Please! Get down on the ground! Down on the ground!
Hey, he's on the couch. Watch sit.
All right.
Relax, buddy.
Slow down.
Relax.
Slow down.
Relax.
Slow down.
Speak. All right, speak.
Okay, then what the fuck, dude? I'm leaving James.
Good sense.
Jeremy, I asked you not to leave. And look what happened. Number 4.
How are you tonight?
Sheriff's office. Turn around. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
They put Luke in handcuffs immediately for safety, but rather than heading to the shower with a 15-year-old girl, he's led to a chair across from me.
What was your plan here tonight?
I was just gonna meet her.
Meet who?
Kaylee, I guess.
Kaylee. Okay. And how old is Kaylee?
She was saying 15,
15. And how old are you, Luke?
62.
62. So what made you go online and prowl around, ultimately meeting a 15-year-old girl, having a sexually charged conversation, then showing up here?
It's It's a long story, but she seemed like, in the beginning, didn't know where she was gonna go, and I just wanted to make sure she had a roof on her head, I guess.
You're just going to be the good Samaritan.
Yeah, because I know it sounds bad, but
It doesn't look good.
yeah,
Why did you ask her to be naked when you arrived?
just to see her, I guess.
Just to see her naked. This 15-year-old girl.
Oh, I know it's bad, but like my last text said, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm just
Whole lot of I'm going to touch you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I want you naked, I want you in the shower. Before you got to that point.
She was a little bit of a instigator herself, and I
Really?
Yes.
Not every day a cutie like you shows up in Monroe.
It's true.
You think this is funny?
No, it's not.
Then why are you laughing?
I guess I won't. I hear about this on TV where girls are in trouble, and I was just,
You know what else you hear about on TV?
what?
Fellas trying to meet underage girls for sex.
I know, but I wasn't.
You had a phone call where she reminded you that she was 15.
I wasn't gonna touch her. That's all I can say.
I know, but it doesn't make sense. And you already broke the law by having the chat you had with her. Number 3. But you're here tonight after a sexually charged conversation with a woman who said she was going to offer up her 15-year-old daughter for sex in exchange for money.
Why would y'all bait this, though?
It's not about baiting, it's about,
It is about baiting.
well, you made the decision to come here, Hunter.
I didn't think it was going to be a 15. I didn't really care.
You didn't really care?
It was weird that she said I have to have sex with her first. That was very weird.
What was your intent? Clear it up for me.
I'm just horny.
You're just horny.
Yeah.
And you don't care whether it was with a 15-year-old girl or the mother or who it was. You just wanted to have sex.
Yeah.
$200 of your hard-earned money, you're going to spend on having sex with a 15-year-old girl. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. You talk about BBBJ. You ask for a selfie of the mother and the daughter showing 4 fingers. Why was that important to you?
So I wouldn't get scammed.
So you
I
wouldn't
guess
get scammed.
I did get scammed.
Tell me about the time you got scammed.
Am I being recorded
Yes,
right
you
now?
are being recorded right now.
Yeah, there's a fucking... I don't want to fucking do this.
Well, you're here, and you gave up any reasonable expectation for privacy when you walked into this house that's not yours.
I was
to commit
not
a felony.
considered. I did not consent
You
to
don't
being
have to give
filmed.
your consent to be filmed. in
This is
situation.
entrapment.
It's not entrapment.
It is entrapment.
It's not.
This is definitely entrapment.
You're a lawyer, are you, Hunter?
No, but you've
It's not entrapment, trust me.
created a false...
I've got the transcripts. You talk about,
Are you Chris Hansen?
I am Chris Hansen.
You're still doing the show?
Yes, and you're on it right now. Have you seen the show before?
I have.
Yeah. And what did you think when you saw the show before?
Poor fellas.
Poor fellas.
Man.
And what do you think of yourself now being on the show?
I think my life's about to be ruined.
And who do you blame for that?
Me.
Okay.
Actually, you.
You blame me.
Yes.
Now, you didn't have to show up here. This is a sting operation being conducted by the Blount County Sheriff's Office, and we are embedded with the Sheriff's Office for this investigation. The decoys work for the Sheriff's Office. This is a realistic scenario, and you participated in it. Why did you even get involved in it, Hunter? I mean, this would have been an
It was a
easy thing
spur
to
of
say.
the moment.
Spur of the moment.
I saw the fucking ad, and then I was like, okay. And then she said at 15, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
I guess I'll do it.
And then now
What
I'm on
should
Chris
you have
Hansen.
done tonight, Hunter?
Probably should have just turned around when I saw this big ass house.
How about not engage in a conversation to have sex with a 15-year-old girl? How about that? Wouldn't that have been better?
Yeah.
What do you say for yourself?
I guess I'm on Chris Hansen.
Is there anything else you want people to know about the situation you're in?
Why do you still do this?
Because there's guys like you who still do this.
Does people still watch this?
Yeah,
Cool.
a lot of people. We've been doing it 20 years.
Cool.
First one we did, you were, what, 2?
Yeah.
Number 2. What's your name?
Freak.
So your name is Freak.
Yeah.
And what's your last name, Freak?
Freak.
Freak. How about Freddie? Does that sound more like your real name?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you tell me Freak if your real name is Freddie?
Man, what is y'all doing, man? I ain't on no TV shit.
Huh?
I ain't on no TV. I didn't do nothing to this girl. I don't even know this girl. She kept calling me back. Cause I'm on the motherfucking site.
Right. So, Fred, tell me what happened here. How did
Shit.
it all get started?
Man, I'm on the site.
You're on a site.
And I told her, you a kid. I can't come over here.
You said
This
you're a
you-
kid and you can't come over. When you
Yeah.
say kid, how old did she say she was?
Man, I don't know. She said 15. I'm like, man, you a
15.
kid.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
And where were you on the site? What kind of site was it?
Man, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but I mean, tell me what you were doing.
Man, on the site.
On a site, but on like a construction site?
No, it's like the site.
A site. What
Meet
is
chicks.
it? What is it?
You meet chicks.
You meet. Oh, you were on a site online
Yeah.
trying to meet girls,
Yeah.
women.
What?
You were trying to meet women
Yeah.
on the site,
Yeah.
and you came across this girl,
Yeah.
and you started chatting,
Yeah.
and she said she was 15.
Yeah. And then I said, no, you too little. Then she got, yeah, mama. I'm like, man, I want to see how you look. And then when I saw how she looked, I'm like, no, I'm straight.
Right.
And that's it.
But you said you wanted to lick it, suck it, and fuck it. That's what you said.
That's before I knew she was a kid.
Mm-hmm. You also said you were 10 inches, and
Yeah, cause she
could
was
she handle it?
she was acting like she was a kid. I'm like, I don't mess with kids. I got kids her age.
You do have kids her age.
Yeah.
And how old are your kids, Fred?
For 13. So that's why I don't mess with kids.
13.
I'm
right.
thinking she was a damn lady.
Right. You thought, why would she tell you she was 15?
Man, I
if
don't
she
know,
was a
cause
damn
y'all
lady?
set me up.
Set you up?
Yeah.
How did we set you up?
Man, with this shit. Like
What?
this TV shit.
This TV shit.
Yeah.
And you asked her specifically if this was
Man,
a
I get-
ghost.
What?
You asked her if this was a ghost operation. What did you mean by that?
Cause I heard about it.
You heard about what?
Ghosts.
What is ghost?
What y'all doing now?
Yeah. Which is protecting children from predators.
I don't
like you.
I ain't no
That's what
predator.
ghost does.
I don't
You're here. Fred, you're here.
Man, I came over
You
here
drove over here. You drove around.
and I knew that
Told
man
her
was
your
over there
penis
looking.
was
I
10 inches
knew the
long.
man was over there looking at me anyway.
Who? Who'd you
The
see?
guy over there.
Then why did you come here?
Man, I shouldn't have came.
You shouldn't
But
have
I was
came.
just
That's
bored.
right. But you did. You're just bored.
Yeah.
So you thought you'd come over here and show
No, I
a
wasn't
15-year-old girl your 10
Hell no, I wasn't finna do nothing. That's why I said.
What?
Let me see how you look.
But
No,
you
you too
came
little.
here. You came here.
Cause
Why
I
didn't
thought she
you
was
just-
lying. I thought she was lying.
But wait,
They lie. It's
you're
a lot of
telling
them
me.
lie.
I understand.
Man, fuck what you.
Well, don't get mad at me.
I
I
ain't
didn't
get
show
mad
up here
at
looking
you.
for a 15-year-old girl.
I mean, neither.
So-
I'm looking for a woman.
But you came here after she told
I
you
thought she was
15.
lying.
Why take the chance, Fred?
Cause I was horny and I thought she was lying.
You were horny and you thought she was lying.
Yeah. And then when I saw how she looked, I'm like, no, I'm straight.
And finally, number 1.
Oh my goodness. I had a conversation with someone about you.
You did? Brian, how old are you?
54.
54.
Well, yeah.
Should be a pretty easy question. What was your plan here tonight, Brian?
Oh man, this is on TV. Legitimately, the plan was to come in and just see who the person was.
See who the person was. But the person told you she was 14, correct? Mm-hmm. And you brought bags with condoms.
I brought bags because whether, yeah.
Condoms. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But there were condoms, spermicide, lubricant, Plan B to prevent a pregnancy.
Yeah, for anyone that, yeah.
Yeah. Why
so many things like this?
Why so many what?
So many items like this. Condoms, spermicide, lubricant, Plan B pills.
Well, because if you're going to be with anybody,
Right.
you should protect yourself and or the other person from an unwanted pregnancy,
Right.
regardless of age. Or
So you were worried there
disease.
might be an unwanted pregnancy from your meeting with a 14-year-old girl?
No.
Well then,
no.
Brian, why would you bring all this stuff?
Because I bring it with me when I go out
Everywhere
to meet
you
people,
go.
25-year-old.
Okay, well, you're meeting a 14-year-old girl tonight, right?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
What makes a 54-year-old man travel 4.5 hours over state lines to have sex with a 14-year-old girl? Help me to understand that.
I don't have an answer for that.
You don't have any answer at all. Do you have an attraction to younger girls?
No.
But you admitted having sex with other underage girls, one in Michigan and another in Ohio, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to their parents' homes, or where did you have sex with them? He seems to be at a loss for words, realizing he's being busted. You went to their home like this, right? You had sex in the car, you had sex in the house, you had sex. Where did you have sex with them?
Sorry, this is kind of surreal.
Well, it's a little bit surreal for me, to be honest with you.
One was the house, one was at a meeting at a hotel.
Meeting at a hotel, one was in the house. So the one girl with whom you had sex, who was 15, was at her parents' house? Well, at 15
Yeah.
years old, she doesn't own her own home.
Right.
Right. So you came over kind of like this. Did you use condoms when you had sex with her?
Yeah.
Did you give her a Plan B pill afterwards? Just to make sure.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, you gave her a Plan B pill. And
Go ahead.
was she a virgin?
I don't know.
You don't know. Because you talk about how to care for a virgin in the conversation leading up to your visit tonight.
Because the virgins that I have met have been 18 and 19.
Okay, but tonight it was 14. And you say in the chat something to the effect of, I'll keep putting it in as much as I can. Right? And then you say something to the effect of, it'll feel incredible. And you talk about the other virgins with whom you had sex, saying they were very satisfied. Are you particularly skilled at taking the virginity of young women?
No.
It sounds like you've had a lot of experience.
No. No, I believe 4.
4. You've taken the virginity of 4 young women.
18 and 19.
18 and 19, but also 15 and 15.
I'm not sure if they were virgins or not.
Did they say they were virgins? You asked them, right?
One said no.
One said no.
And the other one was no.
Okay. But they were 15.
I mean, it's documented down, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What do you think their parents would think about that?
I think their parents would probably be apoplectic, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Do you have kids yourself?
I would be apoplectic, yes.
You have kids or no?
Yes.
You have kids?
Yeah.
And how old are your children, Brian?
2017 and 14.
2017 and 14. They boys or girls?
Oldest 2 are girls, youngest is a boy.
20 and 17.
Well, okay, so...
How would you feel if somebody came into your home with Plan B pills, condoms, lubricants, spermicide, a vape pen with, marijuana, and tried to have sex with one of your children? How would you feel about that?
I would not be pleased with that.
Okay, so why is it
If the
okay
twen-
for
the
why
tw-
is it okay for you to do it?
Well, the 20-year-old...
Okay,
Go ahead.
when they were underage.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, you wouldn't like that, would you?
No.
So why is it okay for you to do that to somebody else's children?
It's not okay.
It's not okay. Then why did you do it, Brian?
I don't know. I guess... Why?
Why?
I'm assuming I was lonely.
Did you know there are literally hundreds of more episodes either in production or available right now on our streaming network, TruBlu? Right now, you can watch all of the episodes for $2.50 by using the promo code YouTube25. Or you can use the code YouTubeYear for $20 off an annual subscription. And while we have you here on the YouTube page, there's something else you need to know, and this is important. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on TruBlu.